Hello. I just did that the entire live stream. Hello, everybody. I'm Tony from the Outsider channel. Welcome to another edition of Inside the Outsider. Apparently, that's what I'm calling them now. I had to think of something because, we're doing this every week. Every week gets a tag name. It gets a night. It gets a name. It gets a title. What's going on, people? Let's check in with the chat. Hello, everyone. Let's see what we've got. We got Octo Dad. What's up, MTB nerds? What's up to you, nerd? See, it feels rude to say that, but when I'm called a nerd these days, I feel like it's kind of a compliment. What's up, Robert from Steph? I'm just parlaying that across. Hello, MB. Hello. Nice plant. Thank you. It doesn't smell very good because it's not real. I shouldn't have said that. It's real. It's flourishing. Look how green it is. It's raining here in the household this week. It rains through the ceiling and it comes down and waters all my plants. It's one-stop shop here at the Outsider MTB Palace. Hello, everyone. Bruising Trails is here. Trail Monster is here. What else we got going here? We got Scott Palasic back for more. We've got Kaz in the house. What up, Kaz? Steph is in the house. He's saying, hey, Tony. And I'm saying, you know what, Steph? Hay is for horses. And he says, yes, it is, Tony. So that's our conversation so far. That's about the best conversation I've had today since I've been pretty much solo all day. My wife's been at work. It's just been me and Pip. Pip doesn't talk back when I talk to him. He just kind of stares at me and knows sort of little isolated words. So like walk, are you hungry, chicken treats, go for a ride. Things like that. He sparks up, and that's when he knows English. But he doesn't verbalize a response to me, which would be nice. It would be nice to have a dog that could verbalize things to me. I don't know if you guys ever heard of one of those, but let me know in the chat if there's a flying dog or a talking dog. Going off the rails here already. It's been 30 seconds in right here. Yes, a nerd is a compliment. That's for sure. We've got Robert Sindick in the house right now. How you doing, Robert? L2 Rad is here. Hello. Okay, let's start talking. Let's bring up. Let me bring up a topic here while I have you. Hopefully you'll stick around because I don't know what the hell I'm doing here, and I'm winging it every single week. I do have a little one sheet here though, so let's see if we can dip into that and do a little intro here. What do we got going on this week? We've got severe snowstorms. We've got rain in Orange County. It snowed here in Fullerton for the first time I've ever seen in my entire life since I've been living here for the last 7 years. I'm from the East Coast, so snow is normal, but apparently it's so not normal here that it makes like headline news across the globe. We have so much snow here in California that the governor made it a national emergency, so we're going to get help. I just saw Sky Park shared a story from that. They need some help up there. In fact, you can't even get up to Big Bear, Sky Park, or Lake Arrowhead right now because the roads are closed. The only way you get up there is if you have a residency there, and you have to prove that at the road closed. You have to show them your address, and then they'll let you in. I've been seeing people digging out of their driveways for days. They've been stuck in their house, not able to leave. And there's like 9-foot walls of snow in their driveway. There's a lot going on. And what adds to that is, down here in SoCal, it did snow a little bit, but it's been raining so much. The trails have been closed, I feel like, half the winter. So it's been hard to get on the bike lately, you guys. What do you guys think? You guys been riding? You guys been running on those trails? What the hell are you doing every day? My 12-year-old is racing his first big enduro race tomorrow in Rotorua. So exciting. It's called the Giant 2. That's awesome. You are so far away from us in the future. Let us know what happens tomorrow because I'm not there yet. Octo Dad, Marty. How's the new baby, Steph? Steph had a baby. How is that little baby? Show me the baby. Let's see the baby. Is it too soon to ride the F loop? Some parts of it, definitely. Depends on what parts of it. I'm not going to be the advocate that says go out there and do these things because that's not what I should be doing. And in fact, I'm not doing it. But if you know someone that's been out there, let me know. I do know that there's certain parts of the F loop that get super, super muddy. And for those of you that don't know, it's our local trail here in Orange County. It's called the Fullerton Loop, and it's about 2 blocks from my front door. It's my out the door ride. And I think that's going to be pretty hard to ride. Maybe this weekend, maybe tomorrow. I don't know, you guys. It's saturated out there. Yeah. Octodad is in New Zealand, where it's summer now, if I'm correct, right? Summer. In other news, you guys, let's see. Just rode today at Sycamore Canyon. Couldn't believe how good it was with all the rain. Wow, that's good to know. Nice little insight there. Yeah, if you guys have any more insight, I would love to know if the luge is good right now or will be in the next day or two. That place usually dries up pretty quickly. I also want to know what the heck you guys have been doing besides working since the rain, since you've been off the bike. We haven't been riding. So I'll tell you what the hell I did today. I did some research for tonight, and I played a hell of a lot of Modern Warfare 2 Call of Duty. I've been kind of hooked on that game. I've gotten pretty good at it too in the last couple of weeks. It's super fun. Brings me back, and yeah, passes the time, man. And they've got a new ranked system there that I'm having good fun with. I don't really play the Warzone part of it, but I like the ranked multiplayer. It's pretty fun. MTV Raging is in, I think you're in Sedona, right? Or are you not going anymore? Was literally leaving at midnight. So sounds like you're not going. So for those of you that don't know what's going on, Sedona Bike Festival is happening this weekend. It's one of the biggest festivals for mountain biking in the country every year. And it's this year is from people that I know and in the YouTube community and just the industry and people, friends and blah, blah, blah. Everyone went. So people from Canada, like other YouTube channels like Van Can and Dangerous Dave, and they're making the long haul drive down there, and they got stuck in snow. It's just been like 9 inches of snow is what they got yesterday. That's a lot. Sedona gets dustings. You know what I mean? Like they don't get like full snowstorm blizzards. And for some reason, the day before the festival, as luck would see it, they've got 9 inches of snow. So they even had to postpone the first day, which would be tomorrow. And I'm going to be honest with you, from that much snow and what the temperatures are looking like, I'd be really surprised if they get in any riding this weekend, because that snow needs to melt for them to get on there. I know that those trails do pretty good in the wet, but if you're riding snow and steep, slippery stuff on snow, I don't know if they're going to open the trails to that. I don't know what kind of damage can be done. I don't know how many people are going to get hurt on those trails. Sounds like kind of a recipe for a disaster. I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to be negative here. I'm trying to be realistic, people, and I hope for the best, but it's not looking very good. Let's see what we got here for shows. What you guys been watching? Watching Mandalorian season 3, episode 1. Totally rad. Sounds good. I might watch that tonight or tomorrow with my wife. We've been watching the first 2 seasons. I feel like Pedro Pascal is in every single movie and show these days, and I'm a fan. He's a good guy. I like him. Let's see. E-Bike Jeff was able to get his hotel funds back. Wish they would switch it for first week of May. I know. I have said that recently too. I said like they really pick a weird time of the year to do this every year, because there always is some kind of weather issue. Not always, but half the time. It's winter time and it snows in Sedona. Like, why not push it off till spring? The Bentonville Bike Festival is going to be in the end of May. That's a perfect time to do it. It'd be cool to do one in Sedona in April or something. Then you'd have no worries. Even if it rains, you can ride the trails in Sedona when it rains. So that's my 2 cents on that. We got another question here. Let's see what we got. Hey, Tony, how's your head or neck injury? Pretty good. So far, it's pretty good. It's more right now. It's a little stiff still. I don't think I'll ever get back the looseness I had. The muscles healed up stiffer, I think. I don't know if that's a thing, but it's more of a mental thing at this point. Like, it really made me think twice about how my riding style is when I ride by myself, especially. Things can go dark very quickly. I fell for those of you that don't know, I fell right on the top of my head and smashed into a boulder last summer and almost broke my neck, heard things crack. I had spine muscle injuries. I got really lucky because it was one of those ones that could have ended not only my mountain bike little mini career, but me walking. Just don't want to talk about it too much. But anyway, yeah, I maybe think twice about things I try. Like if I think I can do them, that's great. But if I'm by myself and I'm videoing, it feels like I'm hanging out with you guys. So sometimes I got to think twice and just save it for another day or save it for a bike park or something like that. I just don't want to get myself in a situation where I'm hurt out somewhere far from my car or in hospital or something like that. You know, mountain biking is a scary thing we do. It's very dangerous, and we get long runs and stints of being safe and getting our confidence built up. But all it takes sometimes is that one fall or that one time that you're like not paying attention, like what was happening to me, and you go down in a very awkward way. And yeah, Doug was there. Doug says it was horrible. It was so bad that I feel bad for the people I was with because it kind of ruined the day. It was like, okay, you guys, what do you want to do now? It was pretty brutal, but I think a couple of people went up. And yeah, all kidding aside, brother, I'm glad you're good. That was pretty gnarly. Thanks, man. Yeah, it was a tough one. It was a tough one, and it reared its ugly head. Thank you, Ryan and Claire Vlog. I gotta check you guys out. You got a nice little family picture there. We've got Eric Park with a $2 super sticker, super helpful. And we've got Trail Monster heading out to Sedona in the morning, more just to hang out with the YouTube peeps. They should definitely change the dates. November 1 was perfect. I agree. I think I was at the November 1. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that the Snapchat I've always promised is a conducive moment for the Meatball to come in. How you doing? I don't know if I need to change my voice for Mr. Meatballs. Do I? He's pretty self-explanatory. I kind of look like a Freddy Krueger meatball. Not very delicious, but the meatballs next to me, over here, right behind me, look pretty delicious if you ask me. And moving on. Thank you very much. If you guys were here, if you guys were in person after I did Mr. Meatball, would you all clap? Like it was a really great thing. Like Mr. Meatball's appearance, his first appearance on the show, deserves a little. I love Mr. Meatballs. He's a fun guy. Let's see what we got here. Hi, Tony. Just been watching lots of MTB and Whirlpool. I'm assuming pool tables, right? Can we ask Mr. Meatball when would be a good time to hit the trails after the rain? Thinking of hitting the F loop tomorrow, fully loop. I actually have this written down as a little notation on my one sheet here. So let's get to that in a minute. I do want to talk about that. What up, Eric? What up? It was just so weird, but I love them. It is very weird, Doug. I agree with you. Where's the background music? Ooh, you know what? Let's get some background music. Hold on here. Give me a second. What do you think? There we go. And it's very Mr. Meatballs-esque, right? We've got a little Mr. Meatballs tribute here going. Oh, man. Thank you. There's a little bit of clapping for Mr. Meatballs. I love that. He loves that. I'll tell you what. Michelle Park, thank you so much. Mr. Meatballs says hello. And Eric Park is saying, Mr. Meatballs applauding. Thank you. We can feel the energy. Mr. Meatballs is right over here. He is all eyes. I think that's all he's got. One of these days, I'm going to get hungry enough to eat Mr. Meatballs, and we're going to have to give him a new one. Meatball had a split between totally creepy and absolute genius. That's what he is going for. He takes the compliments with the insults. He knows he's creepy. He's Freddy Krueger. What can you say? What do you ride? Any future bike builds? What do I ride? I have 3 bikes. I have YT Jeffsy, a YT Capra, and YT Decoy, which is an e-bike. Any future bike builds? Yes, always. Anything that YT comes out with is going to be a future bike build of mine, but I don't know what that will be, to be honest with you. I know they're always working on something, whether it's a new color, a new uncaged model or something, but to be continued, I think, very soon, to be honest with you. I'm a fan. I'm doing MTV here in our local and some of our trails here in South Alberta, Canada. Awesome. Well, greetings from Canada. Love to have you here. Meatball streams. Maybe we should do a full stream with Mr. Meatballs. Doug with the $10 super sticker. Mr. Meatballs friggin' loves those. Hey, Doug. Thanks again for the Mr. Meatballs $10 tribute. I appreciate you. You're the inspiration to my deliciousness. Thank you, Doug. All right, then. I don't know what he's talking about. Mr. Meatballs kind of is getting his own little show here, I think. He thinks he wants to take over. He could be my sidekick. I think we should give Mr. Meatballs a little, like, Johnny Carson to Ed McMahon thing going on here. We'd have him right above my head, except I don't know who would man Mr. Meatballs, because Mr. Meatballs doesn't have a brain. I don't know if you guys know that. I'm enjoying a beverage here from YT. They don't brew their own beer yet, but they should. Michelle Park's getting the vibes here. Look at that. Boom. Little chef with some pastas. That's a lot of pasta. Oof. All right, so what do I have here on my list? We got some news. We got some local news here. So this one's pretty cool. Let's go with the negative rain stuff a little bit. Let's put that to bed for a minute. We'll get back to that. But there is something cool. I don't know if a lot of you guys know what's happening here, but there's a company called Global Action Sports Solutions, and they're building a downhill bike park with a shuttle lift in Southern California, in Valley Center, which is, I think, inward towards Temecula, off the beaten path from San Clemente. It's down in the middle of nowhere, basically. But I'm waiting for more details on this one. If you follow Global Action Sports Solutions on their Instagram page, they're always putting updates of this thing. And I'm surprised I haven't heard more about it, because they're putting a lot of money in here. And Global Action Sports Solutions, I think, is one of the companies that helped build Bentonville. And you know, if they're building Bentonville, then they're putting some professionals to good use here, and they're really investing in some quality trails here. So if anyone knows anything more about that, let me know in the comments, but go follow that page. It's called, let me see here, Global Action Sports Solutions. And they have pictures of all the trails they're building and all the things. Any scheduled guests on your next live stream? Should we have Adam back? Maybe. I don't know, I like having Adam on here. He's a pretty good guy. He fills me with compliments. I love compliments. Actually, I don't. I'm very, very awkward with compliments, but he gave me a lot of compliments last time, and I always appreciate it. He's a good soul, that Adam, and a mental athlete. Do I need to create a meatball sticker? Well, hell yeah, we need a Mr. Meatball sticker. We're gonna have someone design a Mr. Meatball sticker. Or a shirt, or how about a Mr. Meatball's jersey? I need to make round 2 of the Outsider jerseys. So, we'll see what happens there. Michelle says Adam was great. That's great. Just skipped over that. That's great. Bentonville looks so awesome. I want to go sometime. Yeah, there's a festival there, Doug, if you want to make the haul out there at the end of May, last week of May 22nd, I think, 26th. So something to think about, something to do some research on. Live stream. Oh, there's my sister. Live stream when you're in Connecticut. Yeah, we could do that. I'd have to have it on a Thursday evening, though. And, my sister just had a baby named Milo. And Milo, she sends texts and pictures of Milo doing things like eating. Eating's a big thing. Sometimes he moves like this. And then she'll send a video. And what I don't understand is I can do those things. She sends them to me. And I'm like, I can eat. I can move. I can go like this. I can do those things. So I'm not that impressed, Erica. I gotta be honest with you. But she says to me, "Well, he's just a freaking baby, Tony." And I get it. He's learning. These are the first time he's doing these things. So, am I going to the Sedona Bike Fest? I'm gonna give a big hell no. I was thinking about it, but I've been to about 3 or 4 of them. And then right now, the way it looks like, honestly, I don't know if it's going to happen. They canceled tomorrow, and I don't know if the trails are going to be rideable by the weekend. There's 9 inches of snow, man. So, yeesh, I don't know. It would be fun to go and hang out with everybody, though. 9-hour drive to do that. I don't know. Maybe we'll just have a meet up here in Southern California and say it's a drive. Milo can't wait to meet MTV. Yeah, exactly, Michelle. I'm going back to visit very soon, and we're going to have a baby fest. We're going to eat. We're going to look at the baby. We're going to pet the baby, stare at the baby, take pictures of the baby, shake the baby. We don't shake babies. That's right. All right, what else do I have here? All right, this is pretty cool. If you guys aren't aware, in Palm Springs, California, as if Southern California blizzard warnings and snow-dusted yuccas weren't already surreal enough, some interstate travelers saw another rare sight Sunday that might have left them wondering if they'd made a wrong turn into the Rockies. photo of an avalanche showed snow cascading down the north face of the mountain, sending multiple meatballs into the air. They were driving west to Palm Springs on the 10th about 9 a.m. local time, and the friends saw the snow start to move. And the meatballs came next, covered the car, saved them from spending money on lunch. Two of those things in there were lies. One, real fact. There was an avalanche in Palm Springs. Imagine saying that in the same sentence. There was an avalanche in Palm Springs. Doesn't even make any sense. What the hell is this world coming to? Have I ever ridden Area 51 in LA? No, but I'd like to. I've seen some videos on that. It looks pretty fun. Looks like one of those places that you'd have to kind of like do a trial run down a couple times and get the feel for it, because the jumps can get pretty big. I'm a little bit out of jump practice because the bike parks have been closed, and that's it. Haven't been riding a lot of jumps lately. Do I prefer tech or flow trails? My perfect trail is a mix of both of those things. But I love both. If I could have a tech trail leading into a flow trail, I love that. One of my favorite runs at a bike park is I really like going to Snow Summit and doing the blue jump line there. I can't think of the name right now. It's so stupid. I know it so well. Into Miracle Mile. It's super fun, intermediate jump line, and then it goes right into the second half of Miracle Mile, and I love that. Not Turtle, the other one. It says blue something. Blue Steel. Timothy got it. Timotheos got it. It's Blue Steel into Miracle Mile. I love that run. You get the jumps and the flowiness, and then it goes into the chunk on the way down. I can do that all day long. Do I ever hit the local loop at night? I've done once or twice. I haven't lately. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't have a 9-to-5 job, so I can hit it during the day. So there's never a need to do it at night. I don't need to like get that run in after work or anything. I've never been like drawn to night riding as much as some people are, but maybe I just haven't given it enough of a chance. So I'll put more effort in. Party Wave and Blue Steel are the best at Summit. Yeah, Party Wave is the classic, right? See, Randy Bass, you also absolutely love your videos and have subscribed. Thank you. Love that. Have you done a video yet on your actual GoPro settings that you use for your videos? Kind of. Yeah, I've done an AMA or Ask Me Anything when I talk about that. I know you did a comparison on Hyperview and Superview a while back. Basically, I'll give you the quick rundown right now. It's without getting too detailed. 24 FPS, Superview on 4K. And then I do all my clips on that, and I do some detailed settings in there. I turn off color grading on there. I turn off color view or whatever it is and do flat, so that later I can edit and post and add the color I want. And it's great to do that because if you let GoPro do the coloring, a lot of the time it'll oversaturate or it'll over brighten things and it'll look kind of crazy. And then once you get that and you try to edit off that, it's already that bright and that colorful, so you don't have a lot of room to work with. But if you film in flat mode and then you go and you want to increase color or saturation or do the things that you do, it kind of gives you a blank canvas, it's almost like a coloring book, you know. You see the frame and stuff, and then you get to color in between the lines. That's kind of how I like to look at it. I'm gonna take a sip of my beer right now. It'll be interesting to see when the bike parks open to give the snow level. Sky Park is actually a Santa's Village right now. It really is. Sky Park is, I want to say, 5 to 10 feet under snow right now. I don't even know when they're going to open again for their non-bike park area. This song is getting crazy all of a sudden. All right. For my topic I have here for tonight, it's trail etiquette after the rains. And one of the things, I made a video about this, so I'm not going to get all into crazy about what you should and shouldn't do. Obviously, check in with OC Parks and check the local trails before you go ride them to make sure that they're going to be open. Don't go and ride them beforehand because you're going to make it suck for everybody else, and you're going to make it look crappy and feel crappy, and then if you get caught, you make us look bad. Don't be that guy. But with that, with a caveat to that, I'm going to say, some people just don't friggin' know. So be nice. If somebody's going to ride the trails and they're talking to you, or they're like, you see somebody going out there, don't be a dick. Just be like, hey, is that a good idea? You know, there's a fine line between being a Karen or what's the male version of being a Karen? Ted? Bill? Ken? The Ken? I don't know. Anyway, just be nice, because sometimes people need to be informed. If you're new to mountain biking, you think like, oh, the way it's good, muddy's fun. It happened to me one time in Laguna. I was riding when the trails were actually open, and my bike was super muddy because one of the fire roads was still super saturated and had a big puddle. And then one of these old Laguna guys came in, these old rangers, and he started giving me crap because my bike had mud all over it. He's like, what are you doing? You're looking for the mud? And I'm like, no, that bike's worth like $6,000, so I try not to get it dirty. He's like, you're playing in the mud? No, man, I don't want to get mud in the drivetrain, and you know, like all these things. And I had to sit down and explain to him for like 20 minutes that mountain bikers aren't looking to put their bikes in swamps. Like, why that sounds so fun? Like getting your bike, like you don't want to drive your car into a swamp. Why would I want to ride my bike into a swamp? You want to make tacky, hard-packed, moist trail. You don't need mud. Anyway, that's my rant about the trail etiquette. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. Right there, I'm gonna read them. All right, what else we have going on here? Questions of the week. Before I get to questions of the week, do you guys have any questions right now? Let me check the chat. West Trail in Simi Valley. 50 what am I trying to know? I would say mine was the Grudge. I really liked the Grudge. And the Grudge is kind of a gnarly trail. I wasn't expecting, but that was a super fun one. Since I'm canceling my trip to Sedona. Oh yeah, that does suck. So I'm wondering, are a lot of you guys in here? Is there anyone here in Sedona right now? First question. Second, is there anyone? How many of you were planning on driving down there and then just saw the weather today and were like, "Screw it, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make the journey." Some rangers are weird. That is right. Hammer time. I'm not going to disagree with that. Some are okay. Some are pretty nice. Let's see. Gonna hit the Grudge. There you go. You take my suggestion. You can do laps on it too. I don't know what kind of bike you have. If you have an e-bike, you can do multiple laps or shuttle. Trail bike too. This is just a lot of pedaling. So just go into that knowing you're gonna have to pedal a lot. And let's see here. All right, I'm gonna do a question of the week from YouTube. Do you like MTB racing, or have you ever entered a race? I don't know if I dislike it. I just haven't ever entered one. I'm not opposed to it. I don't like the idea of training for one. Not because I'm lazy, because I like to think of mountain biking as like a leisure activity, like something that I do for fun, to unwind, to progress at, and have fun at. I was a skater I still am a skater, but I did it for a job or a living for a number of years, years or something like that, since I was 12. And a lot of pressure came with that, and a lot of skating every day. And it started to feel like a job at the end, and it started to take the innocence away from it. And I'm trying to be really careful of not trying to take mountain biking too serious, where I start to pit myself against myself and have to answer to myself for like timing. And sometimes I don't even use Strava. So sometimes if you guys follow me on Strava, you won't see me post on Strava for like weeks, but I'm still out there riding. It's just because sometimes I like to take that out of the equation and just go for a ride for me and not have to worry about that. And if I go fast, I go fast. But if I have the Strava on, there's something in my head where I'm like going for it. I'll put them on every time we make a video, though, like just so you guys, I can put the link there so you know where you should go and follow my route and things like that. Let's see. Dave, yes, I'm in Sedona now. Came from Canada. I guess we will not ride until Sunday. Way too much snow. Is this dangerous, Dave? By any means? As a quick question, because I know you went down there with a van can, if that's the case. But Dave, that's a hell of a drive, man. Maybe head down to Phoenix. Is that an option? Ride South Mountain? Just maybe look that up. The pirate trails, I heard those are pretty fun. You go south, I know that the elevation is lower down there in Phoenix, so I don't know if they got snow or not. Let's see what we got here. You ever ride backcountry Santa Barbara? It's fun, but it's been closed for months. Nope, never been riding in Santa Barbara. I'm open to it, though. It's on my list. I just came back from San Luis Obispo. Not the same place, but I drove through Santa Barbara. That's why I turned around. They won't allow riding probably all weekend. Yeah, I have to agree. I don't see them opening up the trails, to be honest with you. I think that there's a lot of positive vibes. People are trying to think positive because they're already there. But I think it's just going to be a party, which sounds fun too. I don't know what kind of party it'll be, but a lot of people wishing they were on bikes kind of party. There's some beers in there. It'll be fine. Andy's here. What's up, everyone? Sorry late to the party. Andy is a fantastic human being and a shredder. How you doing, Andy? You healing up or what? Phoenix is 70 degrees. Boom. There you go. South Mountain. The next question we have here. Next question is from Andy, of all people, who just joined us. Any outsider news on future updated YT Capra or decoy in the making? I know that the Capra I have is the newest version of the Capra. They just came out with that last year, so that's not going to get an update for a very long time. I just asked recently about the decoy, and they didn't have anything that they could talk about. So that's what I was told. So that means nothing recently, nothing that's coming up this season. So they're always working on something, and the decoy's been out for a few years. So I would say keep your ears open and your eyes open, and I'll let you know first for sure. Flow looks really awesome. It is really awesome, Doug. And you know what? You're pretty awesome too. Next question is from Paul Dominic. With the crazy weather recently in SoCal, do you get an indoor trainer or have you a workout routine? Long live the meatball. I just joined a gym in Fullerton. Choose Fitness, I think it's called. And I usually don't like going to gyms. I'm not a big gym guy. I usually get all my stuff out on the trails, but it's been a rough winter and I've been off the bike, and if I'm not on the bike, I'm not getting exercise. So after a couple of weeks, and I'm trying to lose weight here too, so I'm watching what I eat, but it's not helping. It's a special occasion here with you guys, but I need a gym. I need to do something like that too. And then, to be honest with you, if I go on an e-bike ride that's only an hour and a half, I'm not getting in a full workout. So I'll try to go to the gym now. I just joined this week, so stay tuned. I'll let you know how that progress goes. It's always weird going to a new gym. You don't really have your routine down yet. You don't really know where the machines are. I used to have one back in the day where I would go all the time, and I had a routine where it's like boom, 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 boom. I need to get that down again. I think that routine will be in effect, and it'll be a lot easier to go every day or every other day. Good question. Okay, next question. Let's see what we got here. From Steph MTV, what's your favorite local trail to climb up and to descend on an analog bike? This one, I bet you if I give you guys 10 seconds, you can figure this out. Anybody in the comments know what that trail is going to be for them? I'll take a sip and see if somebody guesses it. That Italian song just ended on that sip. Here it comes again. Lizard close. It's in the same area. I'll just tell you, it's TNA. So basically, it's the one trail I think that I ride. It has a little bit of everything. It's low at the top, it's fast in the middle, and it's chunky and tech at the bottom. It's got some features down there. So TNA is my go-to, and the climb is brutal. So you can even make one climb up and one loop down, and that's how hard. Yeah, Andy knows the TNA. That's how brutal the climb is at Willow. It sucks. Cruising Trails got it. That's a good one. That's my fave. That's my fave. Here they're coming in now. I don't know if you guys got it before or I just said it and then you wrote TNA, so no prizes are valid. Sorry. Let's see what the next one is. From Richard Gordon. Do you find it harder now to jump on a regular bike knowing there's an e-bike waiting? Good question. Kind of. Yeah. I mean, I started riding mountain biking because I like the places the bike takes me, and I like going down fast. So the e-bike takes care of that all in one swoop. But I do miss the climbing sometimes, so I'll take it out. Like I've been taking the Capra to Elisa when it's been open, and doing loops there just to get the fitness in. And there's something to say that I will say this. There's something to say to take an analog bike like a Capra and on a downhill trail versus an e-bike. The e-bike is a friggin' bulldozer, man. It'll ride through anything, but it's not as playful because it weighs 50 pounds. So I really like the feeling of having the trail bike there once in a while. And you know, just having some fun and being a little bit more playful feels like a different experience in a way. You know, it's not like a bulldozer. It's more of like playing chess down the trails. E-biker, and I can't go back. I understand. I didn't understand before, but I hear where you're coming from. Michael Jordan, pay for the bowls. Hey everyone, Tony, check out Knees Over Toes guy. Has some incredible content on exercise, very much geared for athletes. Wow, worth your time. Okay, Knees Over Toes guy. Okay, that's how you say it. I'll check it out. Good stuff. I love recommendations like that to look into, especially when I'm getting into something new. Copper goes up and down great. Trail pump is correct. It does. I can vouch for that. The new one especially, the seat angle and everything is different on it, so it feels kind of like Jeffsy-ish when you're climbing up. I'm on the mullet, so it's a little bit, climbs a little bit more strenuous, but I need my ass kicked once in a while after an e-bike ride. All right, let's see what else we got here. Movie or show of the week. Megan. I watched that show Megan with that creepy blonde doll, and it wasn't half bad. I was expecting it to be better though, because the reason I watched it, because Rotten Tomatoes said it was like 95%, and then I ended up watching it and I'm like, it didn't suck. That doesn't mean it should be 95%. What movies have you guys been watching this week? What shows have you been watching? I want to know. I need some recommendations. Trails aren't going to be open for a couple days. Or new video games, whatever you guys. What else are you guys doing besides mountain biking when you can't mountain bike? Hold on, I saw a question up here. LT Red, being a pro skater, I was curious if you knew Christian Asoy. I had his board in college. I met Christian Asoy. No, I don't know him well. That's all I have to say about that. He's a bit more before my time. He's like a generation above me, like Steve Caballero, who I've actually gotten to know. And he's a great guy. He's a mountain biker now. That dude does everything. He's still living the good life. He's got a hot tub in his backyard. He's got a mini ramp. He's got a salad named after him, the Cab salad. Man, if you got a salad named after you, I feel like you really made it in life. Let's see what else we got here. You will, Steph. You will. So he can suck it. Yeah, I've heard people say he's hit or miss. Where are we at right now? We're about at 40 minutes, you guys. I'm gonna say thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Oh no, biggest loser I've ever met. Oh geez. I can't vouch for that, but I've heard stories that he's a pretty tough personality. But with that, I'm gonna say good night to you guys. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Thanks for putting up with me and my Italian music. Thanks for putting up with Mr. Meatballs. I love you. Thank you for subscribing and watching my videos. I will say I don't have a video for Monday because I wasn't able to ride this week. I do have a video plan that I'm working on. It's going to be Apple iWatch video. I've been riding with the Ultra and the regular 8, and I want to do a little bit of a video comparison. And, just hang out and talk about it. Thanks, L2 Rad. I appreciate you. Until next week is right. Until next week, I'll see you guys Thursday at 7. And maybe in between, I'll be out on the trails if they're open, so look for me. With that, I'm Tony from the Outsider channel, and I'll see you next week.